we try to improve this current design. So I will introduce one widget called as a list style. Okay, so basically, what is the list style? So let me just get to you. We try to go from the website. Hold on, I try to get my website. Sorry. Okay, have you seen my website? Okay, here. Okay, here. I will we try to introduce use a list style widget. So what is a list style widget? So basically, it complement when we use a list view builder in Flutter. Okay, so basically, list style is to populate a list view. So you know, right? Our list view, we use a list view dot builder. Why we need to use this one? Because it present in a specific format and template where you can have a title, you can have a leading and trailing icon. So we try to make use of these features in our displaying a list of the transaction. Okay, so this is basically the constructor lah, right, on all the property, but we won't use everything. Okay, so this is a sample. Okay, if you can see, so this part you have you can see you have a plus button and you have a done button here and with the title. So this part we call it as a list style. So this is basically the coding for this part. Okay, they call a leading icon and then trailing is icon, and then you can put the title and then inside you can populate your list. Okay, so this is basically how to adopt the list style in our design. Okay. Okay, to include a list style, so we need to go to our transaction list, because where we populate our a list of data. So in the transaction list, okay, so in the transaction list, you try to find your list builder, because this one I need you to open your Visual Studio to do a coding now. I need everyone to do a coding to follow me, because part of the coding. Okay, so for this particular list style, so what I need to do is, okay, currently we use a card widget, so we because it provide a main presentation of the widget. What we need to delete to override is this one row. Try to override row, and then you can see where is your until the close bracket row here. Okay, so this one you need to delete. Okay, do it now, class. Have you do it?
Done.
Okay,
Doctor.
Sorry.
Yes, done.
How about the others? Okay, now, okay, we just type list style. Okay, put this one with the constructor. Okay, you have here, and then you need to familiar with the coding. Put comma and then try to do as a comma practice. After you have a constructor, just enter. Okay, so in this list style, okay, we need to put at our amount. Okay, let's say, as I mentioned, they have a leading and trailing just now, right? So leading, we try to put as a like a shape. Let's say I put age inside. Okay, so try to follow me, and then I put a symmetry because I want to put inside this shape as our amount. Symmetry, and then here we need to put two properties. So vertical and horizontal. Okay, so vertical I put as a 8, and horizontal, so well I may put as a file. Then after we run, later we will test if the space or if the appearance is not as expected, we can adjust this value, the pixel. Okay. Okay, try to do it this one. Okay. If you do it, hold on, wait. I need to. Okay. No. I think I make a mistake. Don't put a leading. Don't put a leading first. Put here. I think this is for actually for the. This is property for the card. Okay. Okay. Here we have in this part of this part. Okay. Okay. Try to put leading. Okay. Type leading now. And then we need to put a shape first. Okay. Later we test, and then if we want to adjust the this distance, so we can adjust. So put as a circular avatar. Try to okay. Try to put circle. Try to type circle. Okay. Here. We try to get this shape. Circle avatar. Okay. We put a shape as a circle. Okay, and then what else we have? Properties. Okay, here we have radius, so make it as a try to put as a 30 first. Later we check 30. And then what else? Okay, inside this circle avatar, right? So this is a widget. Then we put as a chart. Okay, and then inside in this chart I need to put as a padding. Okay, let me just put down. Okay, try to type this one. Okay, padding, and then I put for this one I need to put as a line. Edge insert. Okay, put edge insert, and then I need to put as a all as a seat. I try to make it as a seat. Okay, so padding. Then inside this padding, then I need to put as a text. Text for amount. So where I want to put it. So I need to use a chart. Okay. Then I put as a widget, fitted box. Try to find whether it's a okay fitted box here. Okay. Okay, comma. Yeah, here you can see, right? We have a widget list style. So inside the list style, I include a padding widget. Okay, padding. Because to give some spaces, and then inside this padding, I include the fitted box. Okay, so fitted box basically we want to put with the text widget that will represent the amount. Okay, so here I put char, and then we with the text widget. Okay, text widget. Okay, so after bracket, try to enter. Okay, text widget here. Okay, and then we need to copy the code, the one that previously we do it. Okay, so we come up with the RM, right? So RM with the interpolation string, RM. Okay, and then close bracket. Okay, have you do a coding? And then how to get the data? Transaction, transaction dot index. Okay, Hold on, Have you follow me?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, try to do a step by step recording. I try to follow your pace. Okay. Okay, we try to put the string interpolation here, and then we put as a index, transaction. Okay, transactions. And then we pass this. This is a list, this object. We pass as an index. Okay. This is we need to display as a amount. Alright, so amount, and then currently we display with the fix, to string as a fix. Okay. So we display as a 2 decimal places. Okay. And then we make it this tag style, style, property, and then text style. Okay, enter. Okay, what we need to have is here, let's say I put as a font weight. Okay, font weight dot bold. Okay, comma. Okay, what else we need to put? Let's say font size. Okay, font size put as a 20. Okay, so this is for the amount. Okay, have you done it? Class?
Done, doctor.
Okay, done, how about the others? I need to know about the others. Okay, check, this is for your card, this one is for what? This is for your list builder. Okay, so this part is okay, this is for your list builder, bracket, close bracket for the list builder. You have this very important, when you use a Visual Studio, it gives you some indicator here, to do as a reference. So this is for the card, for this this widget, and then list type in this. Okay. How about the others? Okay.
Done, doctor.
Okay, after that, and then you need to put title, put as a, okay, let me just put inside this card, because we are bounded with this card. Okay, put as a title, put as a text. Okay, here you give what? Okay, can someone get me? This bracket is paired with what? Huh?
Item builder.
Item?
Item builder.
Okay, you need to put inside the item builder, here. Okay, for this. Write title, put as title as a text, okay. Then This is basically we want to display the date. Okay, so text again, how to call a date, transaction, index. This is your, okay, we have two, we have two. Currently, we already complete for the amount. Okay, what the other that we still need to do? Amount, we done, this is amount. And then we have a title and another one we have a date. So we put the title first. Okay, put as a title. And then put as a style. Okay, so style we use a theme. This is the one that okay. Then we put as a primary color. Okay, this is a tag. This is a tag. Let me just check in the main. Okay, this is a tag, so we need to use a text theme. Okay. Okay, text theme. Yeah, you get with your, and then I need to put as a, you have, okay, just put body text one. Okay. Okay, body text one. Okay, here okay, try to put another one is below below the title we put as a subtitle. Subtitle. Okay. Okay, subtitle I need to put as a text also. Okay, so again subtitle is a date format. Okay, because we are trying to display a date. Okay, and then format, and then this is our date where we get the date, transaction, index dot date. Wait, here I need to expect it to have okay, have you do like this? Yes? Where are you now? Okay, here also we do a formatting, style, and then we use our themes also, of context, and then text theme, because this is for date, because I need to use a second text theme, and then dot, we use a second one, body text too. Okay, comma. Okay. Okay, where are you now? In which part? Class? Are you getting what I like me? Allah?
Yes, doctor, but I'm trying to match the brackets. I have a small error. I'm just trying to see
Okay.
your bracket.
That's why.
Yeah,
That's why when you do this coding, not all, not you, other students also, try if you define a new constructor, and then you have
yeah,
a open bracket and close, immediately just the before the and close bracket, try to enter, because we try to make
yeah.
it by pair, and then when you save, okay, it will give you Visual Studio will try to automatically indent for you later. It's okay, I just wait first. I think we do
Okay,
one code only. I think I plan to do two code. Okay, just now there is someone say subtitle. Okay, it's okay. Try to proceed. Not don't just type, eh? You try to put date format, dot, and then try to select from the code snippet from the Visual Studio. Okay, at least you understand. Who complete? Who try already complete? You maybe can test, eh? Okay. You can test your emulator. Run and test your emulator. Okay, done, eh? I don't know whether I run it or not. No. I try to run, eh? Okay, in the meantime, I try to display the code. Class, please let me know, because I if you complete, then just give a feedback. Otherwise, I need to wait. How about the others, Shaza or other student? You get it or Atin, Nazmi, Nalini, Stirani? Okay, Stirani is okay. But I just want to know, most of you have you complete doing this code?
Doctor, line 61, I have error.
Line 61. What it say?
Yeah.
What the error say?
You say
You need
the getter isn't defined for type list transaction.
this one.
Yes, this one.
The transaction is not defined.
Yeah, the getter isn't defined for type list transactions. Try
No, you check your this one.
the library. Maybe the library. Okay, doctor.
This part. You need to import because you use that format.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Rehan, you managed to run your emulator. Okay, still running. Okay. I still wait. So, okay, everyone is complete. Then I try to show my emulator. Is it okay? Alright, I try to show for a while. Okay, at least you get some. Okay, this is my emulator, right? So you can see, yeah, we disable the transaction. Okay, let's say I put here, meal. What I type actually? Okay, shoes. We buy Nike shoes. 450. Okay, there is an error. I got this one. I don't get my list. Anyone try to run it? My list does not appear. Okay. There is something wrong with the list. Try to check. Try to check your code. Try to running your code. Class. Okay, you get it or not? Okay, try to share your code. Okay. Okay, try to type. I think it might be similar with me because we place the text, I think outside the avatar. Let me just check after this. Okay, enter transaction. I think yes, that's true. Okay, stop your code. Yeah, let me just check. Okay, I think I know. Why? Because okay, if you can see our title and subtitle, I place it in my code. I place it outside the list style, right? Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, Doctor.
You need to put it within the list style. Let's say I just copy it. Wait, I just copy first. Okay, put in the list style. Okay, hold on. Okay, I delete the existing one. Okay, let me just we try first. Don't know whether is it right or we get the actual result or not. Try to put like this. Okay, let me just try to. Okay, put like this one actually. Must this post must be inside the list style. Must be inside the list style here. Okay. After your close bracket with the circle avatar, and then you need to put this one. No need to type again. Just drag from the title and subtitle with the close bracket for this here, and then copy below the circle avatar, and then must be within the before the close bracket for the list style. It must be inside the list style. Okay, so let me just stop my debugging. Let me just try to run it again. It won't cover your title because it's not. It's outside the list style. Okay, sorry about that. You need to put inside the list style because all the populating of a data or transaction must be within the list style, so you can display it. Hold on, I'm still running mine. Okay, have you managed to do the modification for this part? Just get what you have typed just now here. These two. Make sure this text open bracket close bracket subtitle text open bracket close bracket. So just drag here. Okay, you try to rerun it again. I'm still running mine. I think it should be okay after this. Because just now I put outside the list type, that's why it won't populate on top of the list tile. Okay, I'm still running my take okay, for those who manage to get your emulator, you try to enter 1 or 2 transactions. Okay, let me just enter mine before I make a sharing. Yes. Okay, add transaction. Okay, yeah, I got it actually. Yeah, let me just share with you. Okay, when you put, okay, we put the code and then within the list time and then it will populate. Okay, this is my okay, let's say I put another one what let's say withdrawal. Okay, so let's say I put a very huge amount for example 888.899. Okay, you see you can see that withdrawal I put a very huge figure so you can see this part this part is not really aligned properly here. So you can see, so how to eliminate this one. So we need to still modify the code, okay, because this is a big amount, so we need to use a fitted box widget. Okay, later I will show you the next part I will show you the code and then you try to copy the code. Okay, you can see here this is the one that we have a problem if we have a very big figure here. Okay, another one here. Okay, you see my emulator you see today is what? Today is Sunday, right? And then this is what? Who can guess? Yes, Saturday. This is not actually this is referred to the yesterday one. This is Friday, Thursday. So in our actual application, Bara it should be begin with the current date must be at the right hand side. Okay, and then this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday must be start at the begin here. Okay, so now how we get this one? Because based on the code because we use a subtract. You remember? Have you remember it in our chart okay, let me just share to you Okay, this is a logic where we got it in our chart here. Okay, so we subtract, right? So we get the current date and then we subtract. Subtract 1 today and then it will loop because this is a list. It will do a iteration and then it will subtract. Today is what? Today is Sunday. Okay, fine, it capture and then it subtract. It will become Saturday and then current value is Saturday, then it will iterate again. Saturday we subtract 1 and then it will become Friday and so on and so forth. So you get this you get this figure in your emulator. Okay, everyone get this class? I don't know whether all get it or not. Okay, okay, thanks, Fatin. How about the others? Okay, good. How about the other? I think the one that quiet, I think they have a problem. Okay, okay. Okay, so everything is okay. So for those who have a problem, you can ask me later. Okay, good. Okay. Next. Let's say. We need to improve. We need to improve the chart. Because we have a problem here. We have two problems. One, if you enter a huge amount, and then if we get like not really good, the position is truncated. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to do some modification. Okay. Modification at two parts. One is at the char underscore bar, and then another one is a logic at the how we try to populate the 7 day. So we populate the 7 day in the chart. Okay, let me just before I share the code to check. Okay, first share my Visual Studio. Okay, how to get the here in order because just now I remember I tried to demo the second transaction. I put as a withdrawal as a 4-figure, right? 8888.99, right? So it gets something not really good, the appearance. Okay, with the bar also slightly truncated. So how to fix this part? Basically, you need to do this one. You need to use a fitted box here. There is a widget called as a fitted box. Okay, so if we write you try to reserve this one. Okay, so you try to use a fitted box and then wrap inside the container. Okay, and then give some here 20. Okay, okay, try to copy this one. This is a chart. Okay, try to copy this one. This part. Chart underscore bar. Let's see. I try to this portion only. We try to fix this one, and then another thing, how we want to reverse the what we call it. How we want to reverse the bar. We want to be the first bar must be not the card today date. The 7. The 7 position must be a current date. So here also you need to do at this part. Go to the chart. This is chart dot dat. This is the place where you populate the logic, right? Okay, here. And then you can see we written as a list here. Okay, this is a list, it's an iteration. Okay, what you need to do is you need to add this part. So this is a very good. In that programming, they have a built-in function, right? You can reverse the sequence of your data. Okay, previously we populate begin with the today date and then followed by the yesterday and then last 2 day, last 3 day, and so on and so forth. Okay, so how to if you use in Java in other programming, you can do it, but you need to do some create one method or one function, and then inside this function you pass a parameter, all the input data, and then you need to do a logic to do some sorting, something like that. Okay, but in that you only need to place this part at this this portion return. If you return from this list, and then inside this list, right, what you need to do is okay, you need to put the method here. Okay, return a list generate, so it will generate 7, and then you need to put here method reverse, reverse, and then populate the list dot to list. Okay, so you can get this. All right. Okay, let me just share to you the chart bar first. Okay, I get the code. Let me say first, if we want to do, I think from the beginning, so maybe it takes time, except in the lab, then should be okay. Bar. Okay. Okay. Hold on, I need to scan my WhatsApp group, hold on, because I want to make a sharing. Hold on, let me share. Okay, I'll give you chart underscore bar first. Hold on, where is my button? Okay, try to get the code, and then another one is this one, a list. Here to just to add here. I think no need to give the code. Actually, it's one portion only. Put here, but to avoid the mistake, then I just try to import the whole code. Okay, try to get your code. Chart underscore bar. Have you managed to get it, my code?
Yes, sir.
Okay, try to copy your existing code now. In the meantime, I try to prepare for the chart dot that. The next is okay. I already give you a chart dot that. Okay, try to copy these two and then try to save or refresh your emulator. I also need to refresh. Just get it. Okay. Okay. Currently, I manage to once I do a changes to reverse, and then I manage to get my current transaction, because currently we use date time now. So all the transaction must be occurs today, and then it will at the right hand side. How about your result? Have you done your copy? Okay, same, of course, same. Because you get the what we call it, the code, Okay, next, how about the others? Okay, good. Nurin, how about the others? Okay, next we need to improve our what we call it, the date selection, because currently we use we go by a default date. Okay, by a default date. So I need to put some enhancement because we need to have a flexibility to select a date. Okay, to select a date. Okay, let me just try to copy my. This is basically we need to add a date. Okay, date picker. You know, right? In your web also, if you do a VB, use a date picker, because currently in our application we use a default today date as a default. Okay, so we need to do a date picker, and then where we insert our new transaction in the new transaction widget, or in the file new underscore transaction here. Okay. Okay. So go to here. Okay. Go to this part. I think this not in your code. Within the container widget here. So I define. I define after the amount. After the amount here. Text amount field, and before the flat button. This one also I changed. Previously it's a flat button. Okay, so I try to use a elevated button to replace the obsolete button, flat button. I only try one because I want to try how to make it a style for this one. Okay, later you can get from me. Just let me just try to explain. So in container, I need to have a row widget. So you know right, in the row widget you can create more than one widget. We have only two properties, child and children. Container only can eligible for child, and then for row is a children. So you can have two. So here I put as a, in this row I put two widget. Text. One is represent. I want to display no date chosen. Okay, another text widget is for choose date here. Okay, choose date, and then for the on press I make it as a null, or I put a anonymous function without any passive parameter. So when you click on press, so nothing happen. Okay, and then I give a name for this part. Okay, I try to bold, choose date, and then for the background, I just give as a primary color area to go for purple. Okay, these two for a date, but it does not have a proper date yet. And then next, I try to replace. Actually, if you don't want to replace, it's okay. You can use flash button, but I try to use it all one. Okay, before this we don't use the elevated button. Okay, so add a transaction. Okay, and then I put a style. I put a style elevated buttons. From here, this letter I will need to put a name for the button inside the main. Okay, and then try to retain. In our flash button, we still have need to submit the data. So on press, just retain. Okay, so this is on the for the a new transaction. So let me just try to copy. And then I give to you. So in the meantime, everyone get the one that I passed to you. You managed to get the your emulator. What is your emulator? The bar is at the where? Class?
Starting Monday today.
Starting? I know.
Monday.
No, no, no. No, your the bar with the shaded purple color at the right hand side, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because you do a reversing. Okay. Here I share to you the new transaction. Okay, try to copy a new transaction. Copy now. Okay. Okay, another thing I need to show to you is we need to, because we use a elevated button, so and I put a theme for the evaluated button, so I need to also add a theme at the main file. Okay. Here, yes. I prepare for the code first. For the main. The code. Okay. Okay, remember right in this transaction, right? Okay, I put here style from right. Okay, once you need to use this, you need to define also in this part. Okay. Okay, try to copy and try to run it. Okay, let me just, I need to compile first. And then for the copy everything, then try to run it. I'm still running my emulator. those who are managed to running, please let me know. Okay, let me just show to you. This is the one. Once I do a customization, I enhance, and then I change to the elevated button. Okay, I will get like this is this my emulator. Okay, you can see this part. No date chosen currently. And then this is choose date. And when I enter, then still no action because we don't put the logic yet for the date picker. And then you see this is I'm using the elevated button. So I put in my main in evaluated button 10, I put as a border radius circle. So basically you get the shape. Okay, so how to get this shape in this part, the code. This is through a theme. Okay, so here I introduce a theme for the evaluated button theme here. Okay, start from color purple, and then on primary mean this is the text on the button. On primary refer to the text on the button, and then shape. So I put shape as a what? Rounded rectangle border, and then I put a border radius as a 20. So it become not a purely 100% rectangle. It's a rectangle with a circular. Okay. So how about yours? You managed to get it, class? How about the others? Okay. Okay. How about Allah?
I have small error, doctor. I'll check it.
Check our error in which error?
Sure, 1 second. I'm checking.
Yeah, you got at which part the error?
We only line 1.
Huh?
I'm running now. I think it was just typo mistake from me.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And then okay, next let me just check. We try to before we finish. I need to show you something. Search them. Just get how to add the date. This is also slightly not that difficult, but you need to do some thinking for logic for the adding a date. Okay, so now we have our date picker, but it does not function it because we are not implement the logic. Okay, okay, for the date picker, right? So how to add the date picker? So we need to introduce a new function. Okay, a new function or method. in here, show date picker, and then they have their constructor context. This is rendering the material design for the widget, and then you need to have a initial date, and then initial date I assign as a current date. Okay, and first date is to display in your calendar, the whole calendar, what is the range of the date. So I need to display from January to December to 2021. So I need to pass a year 2021. Okay, and then this is do the hard code. Later in your real application, you need to do dynamic, because I think we are 2 months from the 2022. So there is need to do a dynamic. But for the time being, I just code as a 2021. Okay. And then last day also make it as default as a now. Okay. Okay, here. Okay, after this, they have in that programming, so you can read this constructor. Okay, once the end user select a date picker from the show date picker, and then you can qualify with this built-in dot then, and then it will pick up a date. Okay, so this is the one that we define pick date. Okay, so if later if you run the emulator, you will see a dialog box for the calendar. Okay, so once you click a number inside the calendar, and then it will store in this particular variable. But still we need to do some checking to check if the user is really pick up a date or not. If not, it equal to null, and then it will return, it will exit from this method. Okay, it won't read this. Otherwise, it will store a value for a date in the pick date. And then remember, because this is a stateful widget, we need to present the current state of the selecting date, because whenever you call another widget, it will do a full rendering, so the date will be missing or lost. Okay, it means like we start from a beginning again. So in order to preserve the current state of selecting this pick date, then you need to put inside the state method or function. Okay, underscore select date, and then I put as a pick date. Okay, here I put as a define the variable, and then put as a date time now, because currently I put as a this I don't put here. It's okay, it's work, but during a runtime it give you an error with the red screen. So you need to initialize first. You need to initialize this date. Okay, this is after you put this, and then try to assign to the choose date here. Okay, on press. Okay, here where is the date? Here choose date, and then on press just now we put as a null animals function. So need to put as a underscore present date picker here. Okay, so far hit the we pick up a date, and then if we pass the date to the inside the function within the set date. Okay, so this is basically the logic behind. Okay, remember you need to also include this part because later we will do a formatting. Then what else we need to do? Okay, in the set, once you pick up a date, right? Okay, here in this part, also you need to do some modification because currently we put a date format for today date. Okay, so this one I'm using this widget expanded, and then I will do a conditional statement comparison. Okay, using a ternary expression. If underscore selected date is null, then I will from a no chosen date. Otherwise, and then I will put pickup date, and then this is a formatting date, and then I pass the date that stored in this part to the method. That's no. Okay. So this is the overall the implementation of the date. Okay. And then the date also you can see, right, the length is slightly different. Sometimes you can, for example, you select 4 November, sometimes it's 12 November. So the length is slightly different. So that's why we use this part, expanded widget. So it will automatically detect, and then it will behave based on the number of the character that display. Okay. So I will wait, I will start to share you the code for the new underscore transaction. Hold on, this is the last one. Let me just override. Okay, override your existing new transaction. Hold on, 2-3 minutes more. Okay. Okay, you get it? New underscore transaction. Override the existing code for the underscore new transaction. And then, okay, another one, we need also to pass into this transaction. Okay, try to run it. Let me just check. In our transaction underscore list also formatting, I just follow exactly the same. Okay, try to run yours. Try to run before we end the session. I'm still running in mine. So who get the managed to display a date? We just managed to display. We not just adding a transaction with a date. It will still display as a today date. So later for adding the selected date, we will do it tomorrow. Because in the meantime, I need you to see whether there is any dialog box that represent a calendar appear in your emulator. Hold on, I'm still running mine. Mine also slow. now we are at the showing how to show a date picker, but we have not, we managed to select, but we need to get the selected value and then put in our transaction. So later if we do it, we will do it tomorrow in lab. I almost appear. Okay. Let's share my emulator. Okay, I try to choose date. Okay, so when I click button choose date, and then it will give me here. Okay, so I try to this is today is what, 14, right? I try to select 10. Is it okay? Then I to put 10, I select 10 November. I click OK, and then you can see the date is now is 10 November. So I managed to take, but we are not yet to insert it into our list. We will cover it tomorrow. Okay, so and I don't know whether you get it or not. Have you get, like I get the calendar?
Yes, Doctor.
Huh? Okay, yes, okay. Okay, we will continue with this value tomorrow, tomorrow lab, how we add in the transaction. Okay, so I think that's it for today's session. Sorry, I take almost 15 minutes for your time. Okay, so before you left, please record your attendance, and then last, if you have any question, do you have any question? If no, then thank you again for joining this session, and hopefully you consistently back up so you can leave this session. Thank you. Okay, welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Doctor.
Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome.